Alrighty. Hello, hello. I hope you're ready for mistakes. Because this is going to be about 10 minutes of no fun.
Get ready for time here. It's going to be when they enter the gate.
I don't have trench coat.
Uh-oh.
Can I reset?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. It's A, B, and C, and press start.
False start.
It's very important. We get the Saturn exclusive.
We could just double the time. The trench coat sprite for Richter is optimized for Richter. It's one sprite for all of Richter's assets, rather than multiple sprites for his torso and arms and legs, which just kills Saturn, which is otherwise a performance powerhouse for 2D games. Not so for Symphony of the Night.
You also get this sweet company cutscene here.
Look at that. He rides in on a horse.
And
All right, so
go.
So here's everything you need to know about Saturn Richter.
That sums it up very nicely. Very impressive that he's able to blade dash on the Soten D-pad, I must say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother explaining the mechanics of this guy. But the important things to know are that I don't use this type of controller. And I played this for the first time ever last night at about midnight. So don't expect any kind of stellar gameplay. I'm just doing my best.
I fully expect an angry Reddit thread talking about how I bamboozled you.
It's true. Please, oh God.
Yeah. So we warned him otherwise, but it's very easy to forget that the bouncing mechanic for Richter, whereas when you vault kick, you can bounce off hitboxes, it is reversed in that you have to release the button in order to bounce rather than hold the button, as it is on normal versions of this game.
Well, obviously. I mean, it had to change for this version. Right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's pretty pivotal that this changed for no good reason. Also, you obviously must change the distance that Richter can blade dash. It needs to be significantly shorter.
Yeah, so if that
Don't know
messes
why.
with any of my strats, I'm going to find out now.
Also, the positioning of the Saturn controller buttons is just not conducive to blade dash rising. Whereas normally, jump would be the lower part of your thumb, and attack would be the nail part of your thumb. You would have to hold your thumb kind of sideways and crooked in order to blade dash rise on Saturn. Just another fun aspect of running Saturn Richter. Did I just say running Saturn Richter? I forget I said that. It's not a thing.
But the trench coat, though.
Yeah.
Nice loading zone.
They sneak them in everywhere. Loading zones in the darndest places. Like sand on the beach.
Oh,
It reminds me of the cartridge loads that some games have, where they're like, oh, cartridge is never loaded. No, they just didn't tell you they were loading.
Covert loading screens.
So funny enough, I thought that this was going to be a nice little comedy hour, but Rush is actually doing really well, considering he's playing on like a completely different controller with a completely different button format.
Yeah, he opted to not pick up the health vessel that was at the top of that that chapel tower. So what a god.
I forgot there was one there.
Okay, never mind. I take
Is there a
that back.
damage stack in this?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
In fact, the damage stack is so powerful that you can actually, it causes so much lag that it will overload the game and cause those little magic sprites, those mana sprites, to despawn, thus generating so much lag that it's actually faster than if you had not hydrostormed and lagged out the game so much. Why that works? Just hats off to the Saturn dev team.
We would need our own individual wiki just for this, like, PlayStation version versus the Saturn version. And just have, like, a change list between the two.
Oh, man. Excellent.
God. Here's another sweet extra loading zone for you. It's bonus content right there. trench coat to Richter, basically DLC before DLC was around.
Got right in there.
It's a frame-perfect teleport right there.
And Rasha now has an excuse to not buffer a uppercut through the teleporter, because you can't do that on Saturn.
It'll happen later.
I'm going to punch him if he does it later.
I held a button.
Do not. Does this work on this one? I don't think so.
I believe it does. I don't know if it's worth going for with all the lag
with
there
all
is
this
anyway.
whole thing. You might see a pretty sweet thing there at if you catch Rasha running this game for any percent at other times. There's a little out of bounds you can do there on other versions of the game. Like I said, I don't know if it works on this one because of how the loading zones are kind of change up, but maybe.
Time to get hit by a balloon pod.
It's not the proper place to out of bounds in this version of the game.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Just like I said. It was planned.
That's all right. You have another opportunity to get a life vessel just to the left of where it would normally be in this after this boss fight. Right. So if you'll notice, the life vessel is not in the center of the room here.
That's where it should
It's
be.
just to the left of it. Again, that's just a choice that needed to be made.
Did they change the color of the Panthers melting?
Yes, they did. It's what was it, gray or something in this one? Don't you wish you had Maria's out of bounds now? Who's laughing now?
We're all having a good laugh, I think.
Hope so.
We have fire crews waiting to the sides of either part of the console with fire extinguishers for right when the Saturn catches fire.
I'm not doing the real strat on these Minotaurs.
What you're doing now is the real strat on this platform. Whew. Made me nervous.
Okay, the Azagals have hitboxes, remember?
Right.
Okay.
Do they ever?
Ooh.
Do they ever have hitboxes? Okay. Note, Hydrostorm. Thank you.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to finish the game.
For some reason, he wants to finish this game. I mean, you paid good money for it, so he might as well. Good.
Ooh, he almost caught you with the anti-air jab.
Nah, not even close.
Okay, and here, remember, you have a very short blade dash, and it's really easy to fall on this Azagal. Good.
Super baby strats.
Yep.
See if I can zigzag.
This is going to be great. This is what I paid for.
So
We're gonna be here
intricacy
for
of
4
this.
years.
Don't laugh, guys. Let's see you try to do this.
Intricacy of
He
this.
got one.
When you hit the roof, your inputs are locked. Like, you cannot input certain inputs for a certain amount of time after hitting the ceiling. So getting that blade dash through that very thin portion on the zigzag room is a lot harder than it looks, and even more so
Yeah.
when you're talking about doing this on Saturn.
That deserves a round of applause, just getting here. Okay, something I didn't mention earlier and really needs kicking myself that I didn't. This is something that needs to be told. Shaft, you don't gain control until much later into the shaft fight than you would normally in a good version of this game. Thus, when you're done with the Hydrostorm animation, it is very likely that you will get hit by one of Shaft's special attacks, the ball orb throw. So after you cast Hydrostorm,
Just run away. Head
yeah,
for the hills.
run away, wait for like a second, and then throw a Holy Water, okay? Otherwise, after the Holy Water, you could die very easily.
We are teaching him this run right now.
This
This
is
is like Strider right
This
now.
is a co-op
Right?
run, basically. Oh, yeah, and you should vault kick there. My bad. Yeah, just mash that. He still has not gained control yet. There you go. Okay, now run away. Now throw a Holy Water.
Nice.
it.
That's time. That's a 8:45.
Wow.
On mine.
That is close to my PB. How dare you?
I lived.
How dare you? Delete this run. That was too good.
We should.
The VOD.
We're gonna go ahead and Photoshop a picture of Richter in the hospital bed. I lived.
Tweet that at me, please.
So Rasha, what did you think of your first completed Richter run on Saturn? That says it all. That look says it all. Are you looking forward to something?
I'm looking forward to playing Richter on the actual version of the game in a few minutes.
Wow. Wow. All right. Whatever.
Like, whatever, I'm leaving.
Yeah, I
offended. I
have
feel
practice on the
attacked.
other version, and it's longer and has cooler movement, so
So
hopefully you'll stick around.
what's your experience now playing Saturn Soten as your first appearance on Calithon?
Oh, it's what I came here for.
That's
why
what
I
we
flew
came here
out
for.
from Texas. I came all this way to play on this thing. All right.
All right.
I think that's about it.
Thank you very much, Rasha, for performing a run you're not very familiar with on a console you're not familiar with, or excuse me, a run you are familiar with.